Yo guys, Orion here. Welcome back to another AWTD video. Today we're going to be checking out the remaining Dream Part 2 units. Not only do I have these three in here, but thanks to this weekly quest and this weekly quest, I can now go into the Battle Pass and claim the last two tiers that actually give you some serious benefit. War Devil and War Devil Fallen. Let's go. I want to beat Hero of Hell and prove that I'm the more fearsome devil. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Yoru. I don't even have sound effects on. Hold on. Oh? Weird. Okay. Now let me get the skin. Yeah. There we go. We got Frisk. So I type in War Devil. Oh, yep. There we go. Whoa. Okay. This is major spoilers for what the unit can actually do, so I'm just gonna max level them and get out of here. No Evo. So that means that we're just gonna have a raw, really good LR that we're gonna have to look at here. Gonna turn on auto modifiers and I'm honestly gonna get back when I have some type of anything that I know of whatever I'm gonna do for this video. I don't know. Now that I have Yoru, well, I've either done all maxed out or whatever, I can now confidently say we got Dave. This is gonna be pretty easy. Literally anybody can get his blue orb in one run. And same with his damage. He is a really good unit, I'm assuming, so this shouldn't be too bad for him. Poochie, same thing for damage. It's gonna be very easy. However, Green Baby is actually why I waited until I got Yoru to even try to Evo this guy. Since in order to get 30 million score on the current weekly challenge, I needed Yoru. So now that I got her, I can hopefully get 30 million score on my own. And I can actually Evo this guy. And then finally, I also have to get literally one run of Red Orb. Craft up the Dark Spirit. And then do... I mean, this could literally just be like 4 runs of the Soul Hall. I think it might be 4 runs. Yeah, it's like 4 or 5. It's fine. And then same thing for his damage. It's gonna be super easy, I'm assuming. So, I am gonna get to the material crafting first, actually. But for real, if you guys do enjoy this AWTD video, I want you to hit that like button, comment down below your favorite unit that I showcase, and I want you guys to also hit that subscribe button, because only 1/10 of you are even subscribed right now. Like, that's crazy. You know how many subscribers I would have if all of you subscribed? Let's see if we can't get to 1K before the end of the year, though. That would be so sick. Alright, now this is actually the time where I'm gonna get to 30 million score with a Spirit Warrior lead. Guess who that is? That's Dio. It's the world highest, but I got the Time Maid skin, which is honestly the best one for him, not gonna lie. But that score is just gonna slowly climb up, and then I'm actually gonna get the Green Baby this time. I didn't just get it wrong because I'm silly. And didn't read the quest again when I went to go do it. Okay, whatever. Had that seem a little bit more spread out here. Got this butterfly guard in the back because I have this other one guarding the end, and his range actually barely touches the door, almost. And then got this front one. And then the one that can actually hit everybody is the one who's actually has their thing going, and this guy has to buff himself. But despite all of that, everybody is within Senku's range, so they get his category buff. Despite the fact that these guys are not getting leader buffed by Dio, they're still doing incredible amounts of damage. Like, this is still insane. I really don't want this to go on any longer than it has to, though, because I already wasted like 23 minutes doing this beforehand. But now we are over 30 million with the Spirit Warrior lead, Dio. Look at him popping off. Okay, and I was looking away because I have to sort something out real quick, but I am finally here, though. Not only do I got the daily done and all this extra bullshit, but hopefully if I click on side quest, there it is. Green Baby time. Hell yeah, we got everything. Guys, we got everything. Now I just need to do just a whole bunch of the Quincy stage and focus up on the Red Orb, and we're gonna be goated. Also, I just realized they did add another nature unit. Dude, these devs are so bad at keeping all of these elements balanced, like, at all. Dark Light and Flame are pretty balanced, but Aqua and Nature need a lot more units. I don't think no element needs any more. Like, they A lot of good units are honestly on here. So the main thing is, I want to say, is that Nature and Aqua have like an objectively less amount of units compared to Light, Dark, and Flame. And I do think the quality of the units inside of the elements is also like a lot different. Like those two more rows like make a huge difference in power level. Now that I have mostly everything all sorted out, gotta do the Quincy stage, and I'm gonna do all the orb grinding as well. I'll see you then with a new blessing too. Alrighty, so I am finally back from all of the generic material grinding. I got all of the orbs, I got everything for the remaining 3 characters for the Dream update. This is very, very cool. I also got Dave's damage done, David from Cyberpunk Edge Runners, you know him. Come on, you know him, right, guys? Come on. And now all I need to do is damage grind for Brute Captain and literally just do anything with Poochie, and he'll get that damage. I just know it. So, I mean, yeah, that's honestly the catch up. I just want to make sure you guys understand that. This is the team I used to get damage grind for him, though. I'm really enjoying the Fear, dude. Hora is just such a good passive. I love the Fear. Apparently his name is As Not or something. I don't know how to say it. Weird like German names in Bleach, something like that. Anyway, I'm gonna focus on the shit now. Let's go. It is time, and I also was able to cop the female skin essentially. I forget her name for Kira. This is supposedly the goth skin. Where is he? He's in my hidden units. Because I don't expect to ever use this guy. I have him in my hidden units, but there it is. Instead of Ryuk, I have the other Shinigami, and I also have, and it's this woman. I don't remember her name. That's my bad. That's my bad. To actually focus on what we're doing, this is the team that I focused on for Poochie, but I can easily switch over to. And then over here is my Brute Captain team, and as you can tell, I've done some reroll grinding, and by some reroll grinding, I mean I've just been chilling in AFK. The AFK chamber is so cracked. I got 151 overnight, but yesterday I got like a little bit over that, got like 171. So good, so good. And actually, I think I even started from like around like 60 or 90 this time. So, regardless of which, we now get to Evo all of these units, and I also get to show off War Devil, the LR. So let me just focus on Dave. There's his shit. It's gonna blow my eardrums out as usual. I'm gonna be a legend. Yes, you are, David. Yes, you are. I know from, I think it was like a stream showcase or something from like 2 weeks back. I saw David. I know what he does. He's a really good starter unit. But Brute Captain, one of my friends has personally been going for this guy, and it seems like they've been pretty useful for him so far. So let's Evo now Brute Captain to his unbreakable form. This power, it's addictive. This is what it means to truly fight. Yeah. Poochie, I got that green baby. Literally, I think I like that we're getting secret quests now. Dude, even my character likes it so much. Mention secret quests once and they start jumping. Fate has chosen me. She will lead me to paradise in 3 days. 3 days? 3 days time? Are you sure about that, Poochie? Bro's got the weirdest haircut. Bro, just see Moon standing in the back like, yeah, I guess I'm here too. Yeah, this is, I'm the +1. I don't know, I don't actually know this guy. He asked if I could be his +1. Anyway, I got War Devil, and I want to roll on you now. So I know she's a single placement, so I'm going for, I think I might be going for the Fallen one. I mean, to be fair, I did get three of these rainbow traits yesterday, so don't even, I think it was actually 4. So all that luck, that's gone. Yeah. No, that luck is gone. Oh, and Elementos. Okay, I'll keep that. All right, we ain't doing this in reverse order though. We are doing this. We're gonna start with David. Nah, wait, I don't have a good trait on this guy. Here, let's do this. Come on. I think he's Streamliner because he's 4 placement. Or Giant Slayer. Giant Slayer kind of like bungs up the showcase though. Yeah, no. Yeah, don't stay on Boss Slayer. Don't stay on Boss Slayer. Get honored 1 and 3 more pulls. All right, everybody. I have the team. It was very quick. Sorted out for Dave, also known as David from Cyberpunk Edgerunners. I have a pretty normal team. If you've seen all of my other AWTD videos, you should probably know by heart I bring Senku, I bring Killua, and I bring Urahara for the attack buffs. And I think I may have to double check for Dave, but I don't think he's on. Like, I think there's only a few 3x buffers in the game. It's not Power of Friendship though. I know he's not. That's not one of them. But these are some really good categories. You can actually he has vast utilization here. I got really lucky with him. I don't have a max limit broken, but I'm honestly inclined to now. I'm honestly really inclined to. I rolled the Honored one on him. I have some really insane modifiers too. He's max level right now. As I mentioned, the Honored one, that's crazy. He lost all 4 of his placement, so he's really expensive. He's gonna be really expensive in the showcase. So make sure to look out for that. He has a cosmetic. I'm going to equip that. He has the passive raise attack as well, which is pretty good. And he has a silly manual called Sandevistan. Or Sandevistan? Sandevistan? I don't think it matters how I pronounce that. Sandevistan. Reduce SBA by 75% for 60 seconds. And that's notable. That is 3/4 his already minuscule SBA. Look at that, 1.25 speed. He doesn't keep that all the way towards the end. I think he has it for most of his upgrades, but dude, this is so sick. I got the blick, I got the jacket, and I got Sandevistan itself, bro. Look at that. Hell yeah. Now that I have all of that out of the way, I think for the extra units, I have Eclipse Knight here, and then Veshikun MR Plus for the category lead here. I think 145 is the highest you can get on David, but I'm not sure. Let me now hop into training field. No, but that's honestly so peak. How did I get Honored one on this dude? It took so many rolls, but like, I don't even care. I don't even care. How expensive is he gonna be? He's already 6,375 to place, dude. It's so over. Dude, this David is not... Only as an endgame player can I even think that this David is okay. Only as an endgame player do I think the Honored one David is okay. Anyway, Dave Cyber here. Here are his base stats. Very, very cracked. Now, let's just go to 5x speed. Oh, wait. And he starts off with Sandevistan. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's busted. I mean, what else could you want from him? Even if I, like, pick up the pace a little bit, no, it's fine. Even if I send enemies that are, like, 20x speed, he's got this. See, look at that. Actually, hold on. How do Fluent work? Okay. Even with these 30 speed enemies, he should be handling this just fine. Look at that baller-ass haircut. Hell yeah. So that means that his animation is looping over itself. That's crazy. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah. 343k for his max stat at his first attack. And then, like, this is a very small AoE, but I don't think it matters. Anyway. Next move is Flash Shot Circle. It's already very, very expensive. This is a tiny circle. Tiny circle. But, you know, still doing... Okay, still doing okay. You can't actually hold back these enemies, though. You're going to be seeing a pretty decent downgrade in how well he can handle these rushes of enemies. Upgrade bro up to his max stats for his second attack. And then his next move is Blast Fist. I didn't even really, like, spectate him. I mean, we can understand that he's firing the gun, right, guys? That's all he do. He just has the effect every time. Is that, like... I wonder how that works. Is it when he attacks? Or is it just whenever he does anything? I mean, he got a little bit better at handling this rush of enemies, but it's not anywhere near close to what he was what it was at his first attack. Like, this is still pretty okay. Oh, wait, he's just firing out with his hand. Did he get his gun put in his hand or something? That's dope. That's dope. All right. Whoopsie, I made like a big error. I made a bit of a marginal mistake, guys. I completely forgot that Eclipse Knight only works for villains and heroes. Like, this guy's an anti-hero. Dude, look at him. Bro's an anti-hero. Why did I read that as hero? Why did I do that? Anyway, so your actual best category buffer here is gonna be Leader. I actually have to go back into the stage now and do a proper showcase. You know what we need? We need My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Make it the main character. Give him a category buff for Vigilantes or anti-heroes. Do that. Do that. And here we are with Senku range buff and not only Kanon Baraki 2.5 general attack buff, but we also have Leader Mastermind for the category buff. And it is capping bro out at 6.44 million and 258 range. This will actually hopefully give you more of a full map range guarantee, but you will need to have Senku on your team for it. I know exactly what I'm going to do here. I did this last time and it didn't go so well. And by last time I mean in the completely removed showcase where I had Eclipse Knight. So, taking a look at this 200 million HP enemy is not having a good time. Last time, they didn't even get to the end. I might have actually sent a 2 billion HP enemy last time. But this 200 million HP, they are struggling to even survive the base form of David before he was even maxed out on his raise attack. But, you know, if we keep sending the guy, of course, dude caps out quick, actually. And the results are stunning. Instead of the enemy dying up to here, the dude's dying almost at half the distance. And wow, bro is making light work, dude. This is so easy for him. I think we could even jump to a 1.5 mil and this will be easy for him. But instead of just doing that, let's throw down an additional buffer for him. And by additional buffer, I mean Killua. Power Wish. And now he has almost 20 million damage. 19.32 mil. Let's send the 1.5 billion HP. This should be light work, cakewalk, not even a struggle. Oh, wait, actually, let me get rid of Killua. Cut off 61 million. Cut off 61 million. Almost 62. All right, now this is much more accurate, showing him the 1.5 billion HP. David is so silly. David is just so silly. He could totally kill a 2 billion HP enemy. In fact, let's do that. 2 billion. But we're going to give him a little bit more of an edge here by using Sandevistan. Let's actually active sound effects. Use that shit. Oh my god. That's so funny. That's so funny. That's so funny. That's so silly. 6 billion. 6 billion. 6 billion and we end it here. Bro, why is he cracked? Why is he cracked? Dude is actually just straight up popping off here. Give bro a moment to to warm up his Sandevistan, and now we use it again. Why? This is so insane. Explode him. Blow him up to pieces. I want to see him gone. Out the window. And now bro is cooked. I mean, I'm going to turn on auto ability in case he can reactivate it, but I doubt he will before this enemy gets to the end. But dude, very, very impressive showcase here, dude. UR plus David. You guys should get him. He is so easy to acquire. And he easily deals with a 3.8 billion HP enemy. Just get him. Get him. Get him. It's been very quick, but I have the team for Brute Captain. I forget his name. Was it Kenpachi from Bleach? But he has his own cosmetic, but most importantly, he has the Heavenly Restriction renamed to Unbreakable Passive. This is very, very strong, and I really want to see how well he cooks, because he also has Raise Attack. He just has all 3 in 1, dude. Raise Attack every wave. This unit will have guaranteed superpower after wave 50 as well. That is so strong. His Bankai is busted, dude. He is a self-lead on Unbreakable Fighter with 140% bonus attack, but I have him on Fierce Fighter because of the category buff, and because Vestrican's just a slightly better lead, but it's only for SPA, I think. And I have him on Streamliner. I was very unfortunate to not get him on Honor 1, but his other form does have supposedly more damage, so maybe Streamliner ain't so bad after all. I'm gonna have to, I don't know if, I'm not gonna be proving that wrong today though. Oh, look at this. This looks so bad. And no, actually, it doesn't look that bad. Garfield is kind of cooking with this one. Yeah. Yeah, Garfield's kind of cooking with this one. I'm impressed. It's dope. It's dope. All right. But I have the exact same setup here. Surprisingly, I didn't need to put in any effort. Just had to swap out my unit real quick. Let's just go into the training field now. Dude, it is that time of day where the sun is just shining directly into my eyeballs. Let me place bro down. What? What? I don't even know how to feel about that. What? But he's just so mad. He's so pissed off. And I don't understand. But if I look at him, as you can tell, he has raise attack every wave. Don't know what every wave means. Raise attack every wave, doesn't that mean he has rage? Does he have the rage passive and not raise attack? This unit will have guaranteed superpower after wave 50, which is very insane. I mean, it really only just gets rid of that 50-50, but that 50-50 can really matter if you just keep losing it back and forth. So, having it guaranteed is insane. Let me now send our first enemy. I gotta turn on as sound effects are on, never mind. Whoa, so he just, that's crazy. He literally just runs up. No, he kicks up a piece of the ground, and then he just blows it up on top of these enemies, and it kills them. He is killing those enemies. By the way, he's not a hill, even though this guys. By the way, developers, he's not a hill. This can definitely not hit anything that is flying. Anything that is in the air, this will definitely not hit. The giant rock that comes up from below the flying enemies. The type of shrapnel that blowing up that huge chunk of ground will produce will not hit any airborne enemies. Developers, it will not. Anyway. Still very cool effect. Let's get a spectate on that. So sick. Here are his max stats for his first attack, and his next attack is called Blade Frenzy. This is a pretty good line. This is actually not even a downgrade. This is about equal to what he had before. But I'm assuming it will get better because his range goes up. Weird. That's a little... He goes far, though. Look at this man's attack, though. So crazy. That is an insane multi-hit as well. Holy dude. Here are his max stats for his second attack. And his next move is called Fury Rush. Slightly thicker line. Slightly thicker. Wow, that's still crazy though. What? Bro, he just yells and then does a whole... Oh my god. Let's get a spectate on this one. He's fuming. He's so mad. Just punching the ground kills one of these guys. What? Jesus. Oh, that was my issue. I didn't play that at 1x speed. Okay. Anyway, here... Oh! He maxes out with that attack. Okay. Okay, guys, listen. You're gonna have to bear with me here. This is gonna be a very, very improper showcase of this dude. Because you're not supposed to use him in training field. You're supposed to use him in a stage that has over 50 waves. You have to be using him in a weekly challenge, either your infinites or maybe even your orb grinding. I could tell this guy is very, very strong. So, maybe he might actually be incredibly useful for you there. Who knows? Who knows? And now with Urahara and Leader's buff stacking, we have 4.6 million damage and then 215 range thanks to Senku. So, I have no idea what to do here. I'm just going to send out a 200 million HP enemy. Just like last time. Okay, bro, you're gonna have to shut up. He's just gonna yell every time he attacks? Jesus, dude. He must be mad. Oh, I have to set this to boss too. Where did he go? Why is he over here? Kenpachi, don't run! You're meant to kill that enemy! Okay, he's still doing damage though, look at that. 200 mil just barely dies. Just barely dies at the end. Let's see that with the boss so you guys can actually tell what dude is doing. But yeah, bro is outside of the map. He is really making his way out there, man. Jesus, dude. Why is he running from his troubles? What happened, Kenpachi? What happened? Alright. I think he's having a lot worse luck here, though. Yeah, this enemy is not giving him the same type of treatment as the other one. Is it because the buff? Oh, is it because the buffs fell off? Dude, no way. Oh, hey guys, I'm in the middle of the stage. I bet you can't guess what I was doing just now. Anyway, now that we're at the midpoint of the video, I'm interrupting you to say that you have to hit that like button. You have to comment down below. You have to hit that subscribe button and that bell icon. Because I stayed up all night to edit down this video and I'm only recording this like the day after. So I can cover one last thing that I didn't quite talk about when it came to Asa Mitaka here. But that doesn't matter. You guys haven't even gotten done with the second unit showcase at this point. So I'm gonna send you guys back in time so you can finish that unit showcase. Hopefully, either way, hopefully it should be fixed this time around. And I have learned that supposedly Anime Adventures is coming back, guys. Like, come on, dude, that's so dope. I straight up only played it like once or twice. Don't even remember what I played. Don't remember any of the units that I had, but I had none of the good ones. And I know for damn sure that I did not grind out anything when I played it. So whether or not it comes back with any of my data still in the game, I'm gonna be making an additional Roblox account just for that, so that way I can actually grind out AWTD and that game at the same time, since I know that you guys are definitely gonna be wanting to see content based on that. Now let me make sure I'm about the same. Okay, place down Senku as well. Alright, and now I'm just gonna power wish him. Now remember, this is still a very, very inauthentic showcase for what Kenpachi is able to do, because he is not a training field unit. You cannot properly showcase him off here. I certainly can't. What he needs is a lot of cooking. I mean, just so much cooking. So let's just send the same 200 million HP enemy at him, and we're just gonna see what he can do from there. Now see, when he lands that superpower, it seems to actually benefit him way more than when it's not landing. Like, dude. And I mean, of course it's that way, because that's what superpower is all about, dude. It's a 50% chance to deal 3 times damage for a reason. I don't think he can beat the 400 million HP enemy, but I'm gonna hope for it. Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Nah, he got pretty far though. Okay, so that is almost 350 million HP that he did all on his own without cooking. Without cooking. If I knew how good his raised attack could potentially be, I could estimate how powerful he's getting, but I don't know. I don't know for sure how strong this guy could even get. So I mean, honestly, that's all I have to say. He's probably very, very good. Okay, and now I have everything ready to showcase Poochie. This is the other SCR Plus of the video. And he has his own cosmetics, so I'm going to equip it. But I want to showcase, he's got a new passive called Gravity. Now this is awesome because guess who literally has a quirk called Gravity? That's Ochako Urara, who's also a unit in this game. So I hope maybe she can get a little bit of a glow up because of her recent showing in the end of My Hero Academia. However, this guy doesn't only have that, he also has a manual called Reverse Gravity. Time stop 30 seconds and convert air enemies to ground. What does that even mean? For how long? For what does that do? I don't know, but we're gonna take a look. We're gonna have to take a look. I have him on the Spirit Warrior category lead, but he is a Corrupted Savior category buffer at 125% bonus attack. I have him on Giant Slayer, and he is max limit broken, have decent modifiers on him. max level. Let's now take a peek at this team. Slightly modified. I now have an actual use for MR Eclipse Knight. He's going to be a real category buffer. Also, take a peek at this cosmetic. God damn. That's a lot cleaner than the other one, if I'm going to be for real. And I have LR plus the world, also known as Dio, as my leader here. Everybody else is pretty much the same. Go into training field. All right, but here we are. Place down our Poochie. And he starts off with this very silly looking cone here. But also some pretty decent stats, as well as gravity, the new passive itself. Let's go. Okay, let me just send our first enemy immediately. Okay. What did he just do? Bro, why is he throwing an Obama at them? Man. That's so funny. Here is max stats for his first attack, and his second attack is called To the Moon. Full AoE. Hell yeah. See it. Oh. Oh, that's a weird Gucci effect. What? Okay, weird. Let's get a spectate on that then. Must be hiding something. Okay, all it's hiding is this a poor sound effect. Alright. There's his max stats for his second attack. His third attack is called Gravity Zone. This is also a full AoE. And he's now held. Now that's a more normal sound effect. And also, very, very cool looking. Look at that. Dude, this ain't so bad. This ain't so bad. Yeah, Seaman's really mad at these people. These enemies are just not based in Seamoon's book. Let me tell you that. And he gets his manual ability at his final upgrade. So that's dope. Let me now sell him. Move him up here. Upgrade him up. Okay. And he's a 3 placement. Very cool, but unfortunately his DOT does not stack, so little Joe Fortunate, you really want the fallen one on him. Kanabaki Benahimi Arahatame? No. Oh, and I forget. I have to God Sacrifice real quick.
There is one.
No! Now we have our Pucci Seamoon with his full category buff and the general buff stacking, and we can now just send an enemy towards him. These summons have 101 million damage? What the hell? How am I supposed to showcase this bullcrap? Developers, he's on stop. Make him stop the summoning. My showcase is going down the drain. 1 billion HP enemy. I don't care. Someone's gonna clean it up anyway. It doesn't matter. Now we have the boss. Popping off, not getting hit by or damaged by the summons. But dude, the summons are dealing so much damage. Oh, that's so bad. There's 2 summons. No, don't make the 3rd crash into him and ruin this. Oh, okay, whatever. All right, so dude almost survived. The 1 billion HP enemy nearly survived. So let me see. 2 billion HP enemy because it just got so bad. It just got so bad for him because of these summons. What is with this MR Eclipse Knight? It's like, now that I showcased his villain form in such a poor light, I'm just immediately getting punished with these summons. Just obliterating these enemies, as opposed to what the actual unit I want to be looking at is capable of doing. But, 1. We got 1. We got 2. Take away 200 million. Take away 300 million. And Poochie killed a 1.4 billion HP enemy all by himself. Very, very impressive. Nice job, Poochie. That's honestly really good. I love that. Alright, and here we are. Back to where we were. Also, did I even specify that he caps out at like 4.61 million, 204 range? 8 SPA? Like, for 3 placement, that's not that bad. It's not that bad. But the issue is that his passive isn't good for his multiple placement. So let's Power Wish him. Power Wish. 5.54 million. Got everything on. Now I'm going to send, this time, a 3 billion HP enemy. And this should be a little bit tougher for him. I'm going to send 2 because I still think these summons are going to be a little bit problematic. But here we are. This gravity application is kind of wild. I'm not going to lie. It is not that, it is not that consistent. Even with replacement, it feels like he's being hampered by this. Damn. Well, it appears dude is only able to deal 1.7 billion damage on his own. But I have to know. I have to know about the flying enemies. What about the flying enemies? And now with everything back to how it was, let me set these first 2 to boss, and then I'm gonna immediately send a flying enemy, okay? Then here we go. Oh, dude, are you kidding me? Stop it. Stop it. Bro, I wish you just fucking... That ruined everything. Huh. Alright, so though I'm not doing the damage showcase quite so properly here, I do have the flying enemy as a more proper example here of like look, it literally does just revert all of the flying enemies to ground. It is not temporary. It is a full-on reversion. It is a complete and utter change of every single flying enemy within his range to ground, which isn't that impressive. I won't say it's impressive, but what I will say is that it's very cool for damage grinding very, very specific units. For ones that can't hit flying enemies, if you want them to hit flying, that's what you need to do. You need to use this guy's ability. Again, if you are damage grinding, but with multiple people, you will actually see a pretty decent difference if you use this guy and the unit you're trying to damage grind for is only ground. Like that's kind of an issue for some newer units, as well as they don't end at hybrid. They kind of just stay as ground. But anyway, moving on, we have the War Devil. This is going to be a very interesting thing. All right, and here I have our final unit for today's video. This is Asa Mitaka, also known as Yoru, also known as the War Devil from Chainsaw Man Part 2. This is the main character, which is very, very dope. As you can see, they start off with Explosion. They have, how many manual abilities is this? Only 4. This is only 4 manual abilities, guys. Don't get your hopes up. She has manual War Devil, as in she accesses the War Devil's kind of abilities. That's kind of like their contract they have going on to spoil the introduction of Part 2 Chainsaw Man. I don't know. Just read it. Just read it, dude. Anyway, I have her some decent modifiers. She's max limit broken, max level, and I have her on Elementalist. She's a category lead for Obliterator at 120% bonus attack, and she's on some pretty decent categories. Some ones to make note of here are like Flower of AWTD and Youth. We got Revenger as well, Mad Sadist, Bloody Hunt, and I have a Frantic Warrior category lead for her. But oh yeah, also she starts at a 0.2. Wait, 0.2 SPA? That's crazy. She's only 1 placement limit as well. For my team here, I have Guts Triple Evo. This is not a mistake. Guts Triple Evo. He has 3 pluses at the end of his UR as our lead at 145% attack buff, as well as our usual units, and then our category buff is just going to be Blood Queen here, although I don't think there's any better category buffers. God damn it, Pinky! Jump scared me while I was trying to say something. Anyway, though I don't think Any of the other category buffers are going to be that problematic if you want to use them instead. Let me now head into training field. Oh, and hold on, before I go into the state. Guys, I was wondering what this cosmetic was for so long. Wait, it was hers? It was the War Devil's. Dude, this is a very cool cosmetic, dude. I love this so much. Dude, this is so peak. This is a 13 out of 10. I need to stop breaking the scales, man. 13. Alright, so I kind of accidentally changed Yoru to her skin form. Because, for one, she has this awesome blessing. And for two, she looks like Frisk. Oh my god, isn't that so cool? And here we have Asa Mitaka, War Devil. Her first upgrade is apparently, she starts out with Hemorrhage. She has a 0.2 SPA and 3.48,000 attack. Which is kind of a little dookie buns for an LR, but I mean, she is a Battle Pass unit and she does have a 0.2 SPA. So, I mean, are you really gonna blame her? As you can tell, she is holding back these enemies very, very easily. And I don't even know what she's throwing right now. Here, maybe this will help with my attack interpretation. She is just throwing knives. And now we are at her next move, Hand Grenade, which is immediately a hill, and she's at Explosion. Let me see this then. Okay. Dude, that's so cool, though. Wow. That is a pretty crazy kind of... I wouldn't even say realistic, but that's high detail, kind of high fidelity looking SFX. Oh. Oh. Just takes out some guy's limb and just, yeah. I mean, that would do it. Alright. It takes a couple upgrades for her to get her first ability. At upgrade 7, she gains War Devil Spinal Cord. Sacrifice the closest unit and copy their AoE and SPA. Change passive back to Hemorrhage. This isn't very useful now, and I mean, of course, I do want to take a look at all of these individually, but we're just gonna do that later. Her next attack, she gains War Devil Uniform Sword. Sacrifice 500 food, then change passive to Unbreakable, then add 100% of her attack. Add 100% more to her damage, basically. That's what that means. Next up is War Devil Aquarium Spear. Sacrifice 3 Aqua Element units in range with upgrades 9+. Change passive to Deadly Pressure, and then add 150% bonus attack. Very, very insane so far, but let's keep going. And by keep going, I mean there's only one more upgrade and one more active ability called War Devil Room. Sacrifice highest rarity unit and gain bonus attack according to the sacrifice rarity and change passive to Demon Flame. Guys, this unit is kind of overpowered. Not to mention that all of these, for the most part, she is a DOT unit. But maybe the Honored one isn't so bad after all, since she has other uses. Though I don't think Deadly Pressure or Unbreakable are, like, at all boundary breaking to have as addition to two DOTs that are admittedly, like, pretty decent on their own. But we're gonna have to see what kind of difference these even make. Of course, like, Deadly Pressure will require a slightly different team, though. I'm gonna have to do that later, though. I'm gonna have to do that later. Let me now sell her and then replace her in the center. And she maxes out with 1.04 million, 151 range, and 5 SPA. But we're gonna make her a lot stronger than that. Time to start cooking. All right, and here we have it. War Devil. We have our Asa Mitaka with Urahara's buff and the Blood Queen category buff at 4.18 million. And then 197 range if you count Sunku's range buff. So I think for starters, since I have to take a look at these individually, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna find one HP number, and I'm just gonna stick with it for each of these showcases, and we're gonna see how far it goes in comparison. So, 400 million has to be easy for her. Has to be very, very easy for her. Set her to boss. You're off, you're off, and you don't need to be off. Okay. Now, summon. Now, this is some pretty decent multi-hit here, apparently. Though my sound effects aren't turning off, despite the fact I muted them. Are you kidding me? Why is everything broken in Training Field, dude? Okay. Whatever. Alright. And then we have literally 400 million HP enemy is getting to right here. So I did have a pretty decent estimate. Now, War Devil's Spinal Cord. This sacrifices the closest unit, which, if you didn't know, is probably gonna be her. Probably gonna be our Blood Queen. Which this is a little bit better, I would say. If our Urahara is gonna be a little bit better here, then I sell Senku. Then I War Devil Spinal Cord. War Devil. I'm gonna be for real. I haven't tested to see if this one worked. If Spinal Cord worked. I know for sure that Uniform Sword and Devil Room work. Why isn't this one? Alright, then the next one I guess I can try is War Devil Uniform Sword, but I doubt it will actually sacrifice 500 food because I don't have it. And it worked. Oh, she tore off her uniform and now it's oh, that's cool. Bro. She rips off her uniform and it turns into that knife, which is more like a Kara blade at that point. And she has Unbreakable. 8.36 million. Send the same boss. Yeah, why is my Asa Mitaka specifically broken here? Because her sound effects are just so cooked. Oh, this is a very thin line AoE, though. Very, very thin line AoE. So, 500 million HP enemy got around. Let me redo that, but with audio muted. Editor, you know what to play here. Play just the exact same song. Just the exact same song. And here we go. Much more authentic showcase here, but it appears that the Unbreakable isn't really... Unbreakable is kinda helping the unit. Kinda. Actually, maybe not even kinda. Maybe not at all. Like, that's crazy. Twice as much attack stat, and it's not as effective, but she does have resist. She does gain resist with that, so it is very, very useful. Anyway. Spinal Cord still doesn't work. Aquarium Spear also doesn't work because I don't have the 3 Aqua Element units. However, War Devil Room. This should totally affect. This should just erase Senku. And once I erase Senku, I'm immediately just gonna loop back around with the buffs kind of maxed out, and then we're gonna compare from there. You're supposed to take the MR. Okay, whatever. Is LR plus actually... I mean, either way, it's a 100% attack bonus. But is LR plus literally on the same level as MR, Miracle Rare? I don't know. Alright, so now that we got Demon Flame now. And I don't know if it's the same line AoE, but we just gotta send the boss. Send it. Oh, nope, it is. It is full AoE this time. Oh, and that's cooking. Oh, wait, that's really cooking. Oh, yeah, that 400 million HP enemy. That 400 million HP enemy stood no chance in comparison. No chance in comparison. What the hell? Bro. Also, if you take a look at her, look at this weapon, that's, very, very strong. That's a very cooking. I love the design of that. And she's Kara. I didn't even notice that. That's dope. That's so funny. Dude, this skin is so based. I love this. I love Undertale. Undertale's so cool. Now that we've seen her, pretty much like every range except these first two, War Devil's Spinal Cord has to be broken. And so you know what? Guys, you know what, people? I'm showcasing half the unit in this video. I'm only showcasing half the unit. I don't want to pull out 3 Aqua Element units. I'm too lazy for that. Unless there is a leader buff for her that is on a water element that has over 9 upgrades, then I'll be more inclined to showcase that as well. I'm gonna sell her. Let me do this. We're gonna take a look at Explosion, but with a few more differences. Blood Moon buff, and now she's at 5.43 million. That's very good. Send the 400 million HP boss. As you can tell, this is cooking way harder than it was before. Now, I'm gonna put down Killua, but I'm not gonna showcase him yet. War Devil Spinal Cord still doesn't work. That's fine. Then Uniform Sword. We go back to Unbreakable, where she has 10.87 million damage. And this one is going, I mean, Superpower's helping her a little bit, but it doesn't appear to be actually, no, that's actually pretty significant. And now she's at 10.87 million with Demon Flame. And we saw what happened with Demon Flame last time, but if you didn't catch it, here's it again. Yep. Bro stands no chance. These boss dude, okay, Yoru is so strong. Yoru is actually cracked. And I know for a weekly challenge, she was very, very vital for me to even get Poochie. To even get that 30 million score with a Spirit Warrior lead, I had to use her with Demon Flame as well as Guts triple Evo to even get near that 30 million score without a suitable leader. I'm gonna Power Wish. Power Wish. Power Wish. Yeah, okay. 13.05 million makes a pretty sizable difference here, especially considering how much time the dummy has to travel. Bro loses like 2 seconds of travel thanks to that 3 million. And this gets better if the enemy has bleed on them. So I'm not even gonna test that out. Actually, you know what? I can't test it out. Let me just show you a little bit more of what this is actually doing here. Just Soge over for this guy. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Now, if I turn on our Blood Queen here, so the enemy has bleed, and we subtract the damage she deals, this is way worse. It's way worse for the boss enemy, dude. Now they go up to here, and then I assume like with that 100 million, they probably would have only done here instead. Like that's still really, really strong. Like that's insanely strong, actually. Bro, Asa Mitaka is actually like one of the strongest units in the game now. I mean, I think that actually made up for her difference. Never mind. No, literally, I actually think, yeah, no, bleeding does nothing. Guys, bleeding does nothing to Demon Flame if the unit has multi-hit. And you can, yeah, you could really tell the difference here. Yeah, that 1 billion HP enemy was gone with Demon Flame. And it would have already been dead by there as well. Okay. 1 billion HP enemy died there. 400 million with Unbreakable died here. And then the slightly weaker Unbreakable was here. And then the starting Unbreakable was around over here. Interesting. This unit is very, very strong. I love her. This is goated. This is so goated. And there we go. Now she's at 6.52 million damage. Let's now send that 400 million HP enemy, and I mean, oddly enough, you're gonna have something better than Unbreakable if you have just Explosion on. I'm sure Hemorrhage is gonna be its own thing to take a look at, but as you can tell, it doesn't work for me, and the 3 Aqua units is a little bit more of an ask than I'm willing to do at this second. However, Asa Mitaka, Yoru, this is the final Battle Pass unit for this season. You have to get her. You actually have to get her. This is a very, very vital unit. She's not even that expensive. 144,000 is not even that expensive. So, listen, guys. Just max out your BP tiers right now before all of them are unlocked, before there's an update that threatens their removal from even being free in the first place. I'm gonna move on now. So here we are. I am back with a little bit of an interruption here. I have found an Aqua unit that is a suitable leader. This is LR plus Dobby. You need 3 of him, and luckily he's a 4 placement on his Evo. And he's an Aqua unit despite being a flame character. And if I put him to upgrade 9, he goes over to 10. So he is a suitable unit to sacrifice for War Devil Aquarium Spear. Rahara, I'm just gonna use the ability after I take a look at the animations for the other ones, because the other ones have not only a different appearance for her, like she actually does look different. She ripped off her uniform. I saw her appearance change. That's so cool. Hold on. Okay, so now that everybody's on stop, here is what she's actually supposed to look like without the Frisk skin. That is a very, very silly sword. I love that design. I'm also trying to cover up. And if I do War Devil Room, actually, sorry. And then we can just see what this looks like here. It's a very strong frontal slash that just comes out in multiple. Just so much multi-hit. I love that. War Devil Room, which actually gets rid of our Blood Queen there. It has the exact same looking sword. But now, as you can tell by the face changing, this isn't Asa Mitaka. This is Yoru. This is War Devil herself. Was taking control of her body. So that way she can do this. Yeah, that giant colorful explosion. I still don't get that. Why is it so colorful? Let's slant it down. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Aquarium Spear. Goodbye, Dobby. Hello, a literal... Yeah, that's a spear. That's a spear, all right. Wait a minute. That's an icicle. That's a fucking icicle. Why is she using an icicle? Okay, whatever. I click on her, and now she has Deadly Pressure, which I forgot to click on. I forgot to click on the passive so you can see what they even do. This is superpower, but better, as well as slow. Now that we have Deadly Pressure down, I can fully showcase her using this newer passive. Though it will be, of course, not at full strength because I can't get 40 waves in training field. So let me send, like, was it 400 million HP enemy? Make sure you're set to boss. And go. Whoa, that's a cool attack. Okay, that's a cool attack. Look at that. Still love, like, the rainbow effects, though. I still have no idea where that comes from. Yeah, 400 million HP enemy doesn't even make it halfway, so she can definitely kill with Deadly Pressure. She can definitely kill over a 1 billion HP enemy. I'm gonna say that with confidence. So let's kick this up a notch. Do our Blood Moon buff. So now she has 13.04 million damage. This is making a pretty funny difference here, as you can tell. The enemy dies a little bit sooner, at like right here, as opposed to where they are now. Didn't even notice that this is almost like a half AoE cone for War Devil here. It's so dope. And 800 million dies right here. Very, very cool. So it may be like 1.5 billion at this point. Kick it up a notch to that 1.5 billion. And then I'm gonna put down Killua. Gotta put him on stop as well. Power Wish. Now, Asa Mitaka has 15.64 million damage. Send them 1.5 billion HP enemy. This should be light work for her. And, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I really love this unit. I think I say it enough in the video. But this is so crazy. Having all 4 of these passives makes her incredibly viable. Like, that's really crazy. Very, very easy for her to kill the 1.5 billion HP enemy. Wasn't even a struggle. All I'm saying is she is very, very worth it. You have to get to the end of the battle pass for her. Right now. Just do it. Alright, so as you guys can tell, all of the units of this update have cooked incredibly hard. Honestly, I love everything they've been doing these past couple of updates. And I'm so happy to also finally be free from the evolution machine. I can't wait until tomorrow.
You serious?
When they update the game and add an additional 15 more units. An additional 15. All for me to Evo. That's all for me, not for you guys. They add 15 because they know that I am at the end. And they're like, no. Orion needs to grind even more. Nuh-uh. Anyway, I really love this game. And apparently Anime Adventures is coming out at some point. We don't know, they're coming back. But I'm going to be there for that too. If you guys really want to see that, then hit the like button. Comment down below your favorite unit from the entirety of the Dream update. Just any of them now that they're all kind of almost a little bit more fleshed out. They're not almost done. They're not completely done, but we do know for certain that after this next update, we are going to be getting Made in Heaven on Poochie. Other than that, hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you know when I next upload. That's it for now. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, man.